Gender equality. Are men and women equal?
Yes. No.
Yes.
No.
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 Yeah, rude. But
No.
What?
No, Sha.
No, Sha.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I think men and women are equal. I don't really see women as a lesser being. I know that religion, I know that society says that, but I don't really feel the same. I feel like what a man can do, a woman can even do better.
Yeah.
You know, why do we always look down on women? Why are women lesser beings? Why does a man have to be the head, and then because he's the head, a woman is seen as a weaker sex? You know, like it really affects me when I see how women are being treated. Even in the Middle East, like a woman can't vote, a woman can't go to the hospital unaccompanied. You know, a woman can't go to the grocery store, a woman can't drive, a woman doesn't have a voice. Women are being suppressed. You know, like I know somebody that is married and her husband thinks she shouldn't work. She has a degree. She went to private university, and you're saying she shouldn't work. She should raise kids. She should raise your kids. They're your kids. Like what gives you the right to say that, you know, this is what you can do and this is what you can't do, and then if people talk, you say, oh, Islamically, or, you know, really just like I don't understand that.
Yeah,
why are women? Because you know what women go through having a child, bringing a force to this world, and then they're considered weak. So I have a problem with it.
You know, when they say men and women, oh crap, I didn't see that your hand was raised up.
Okay, my thing is that why I said no, I feel like women are more superior to men. And I'm gonna go off.
No, but we did say we talk about equal.
Yeah,
No. I said
pretty
no
superior.
because I feel like women are more superior to men. And the reason why I feel like women are more superior to men is, you just give an example. We bring life into this world. I feel like more than anything, that is the biggest thing in the entire world. To bring life into this world and then raise this life. I see that this life is going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Mm-hmm.
That is the biggest thing. All of you are here because of a woman. There's nobody here that came out and dropped on the
Yeah, but
ground.
it's because of a woman and a man.
Because
Let's not forget that. Let's not forget that.
Yeah, that's your opinion.
That's how
I'm saying this is the reason why I feel like it is important. Did the man carry the woman for 9 months? I be the baby for 9 months.
But the baby was doing that if it was
What
for
just
a man.
sperm?
No, that is irrelevant. That's
how
why she's
now?
superior. Listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Listen. You don't have to agree. That's fine.
I feel like saying more superior is kind of the wrong angle. But I believe that women are the reason that everyone is on this earth. Without women, nobody would be on this earth. So we can't even be having this dumbass conversation. But the fact that a woman can carry a child for 9 months, I don't think people really understand the changes that happens to a woman when a woman is pregnant. Let's not even talk about, conception, the sperm entered the embryo, all those nonsense. And then they now give birth. The 9 months, I don't think people really get it. It's deep. It's only women that have had babies that really understand it. Even I don't fully understand it because I haven't gone through the process. I just know that I've seen, my family members and friends go through the process, and I know that it changes your entire being. So it's definitely not the easiest thing to do. So I don't like the fact that the guys were trying to make it look like, without guys, would there be a baby? Get the hell out of here. Did you join the woman to carry the baby for 9 months? Like, it's ridiculous. And I feel like it's so stupid to even open your mouth and say that, yes, that's not an important factor. You cannot say that that's a reason for women to be superior to men. Without that process, you wouldn't be here to even make that stupid ass sentence.
Okay.
Listen to what
So
I'm
because
saying.
the man put the sperm there, then
That's so that
He's not superior. I don't think
I
anybody is superior to anybody. I feel like we're all equal. Men and women are not the same, but they are equal. You cannot say that
But
a woman, they're not the same.
same thing.
They're not the same thing, but they are equal. A woman brought a child into this world, but without this man's sperm, it is not possible. So I don't think anybody is superior to anybody, because at the end of the day, we all need each other.
So we've not even finished trying to fight for equality of men and women. And somebody's coming and saying that women are superior. I mean, I would love to say I'm superior, but I don't think that at this point in our lives, we should start fighting for who is superior or who is not. We're all human beings. We're all equal. I don't understand why Taja is saying that the mere fact that a woman gives birth or brings forth life, she's superior. Who put the life in there in the first place? I mean, if the man did not actually put the seed in the woman, there will be no child. So that doesn't make any sense. I mean, like, can a woman and a woman actually make life? No. The life was made by someone else, by a man. Like, it's just crazy. It's really absurd. Like, there has to be a man and a woman. And you're equal because you both have maybe not an equal role to play. I would never agree that the role is equal. But there will be no child. There will be no life to bring forth without the input of the man. Whether he had sex with you or it was artificial insemination, the sperm comes from the man. Period.
I'm not just basing this on sex. Sex is just even sex is like
You don't even, but you don't need to have sex. You don't need to have sex with a man. You can just have artificial insemination.
Yeah, we're not even talking about having birth. I'm just talking about one of the things that women have to go through. You understand what I'm saying?
I feel like that's the ultimate thing.
Yes.
Bringing life into this world. And that's my number one point. And that is my reason for saying that. I feel like women are... That's why I start talking about the backbone and carrying families and all the other things that women do that make everything, that make the world. But I'm talking about the ultimate thing is that we bring life into this world.
Our
do you
biggest
know what
problem
it is to
here,
have a baby for 9 months?
Our biggest problem here is that we keep comparing and saying, oh, okay, a man and a woman, okay, who is stronger? Like, do you understand? I feel like if you even look at it, let's even leave. If we even say, okay, let's look at myself, Folake, Josie, Taje, are we equal? Even as women, we are not equal. We're all human beings. Yeah. So, like, it should not be a thing where we're now assessed. And I'm talking about men as well, because even like what you've even said, you've already assessed that, oh, because a man did not bring a child into this world, then obviously women are superior. Do you understand? I just feel that we should just be of the notion where we just treat each other with the same self-respect that we want to treat either a man or a woman. But that we I said no because I believe that we're not equal. Just period. I'm not even trying to even say one is better than the other. You are a woman, you have breast, you have vagina. The man have nipple and penny. Like, you can never be the same thing. Like, there was an example that Demnade gave a few episodes ago where he said that, and when playing tennis, a woman can't, obviously because she doesn't have the body mass to do so. Like, Serena is now gonna be fighting. Oh, I must fight, I must play with a. Do you understand? Yeah. She's not going to do that. I mean, as a man, you're not going to start saying, okay, you want to have a child come out from your PO. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, that's my own thinking. And also, when it now boils down to
that has nothing to do with equality. That's different.
As we believe,
that's different. That's different.
That's what I'm saying.
As human beings, because we're different people, we are not even equal. Even same sex, we're not equal. Yeah. It should never be a thing of man, woman. Like, let's just treat each other fairly. Like, must it be because
so as you believe that,
why can't we treat each other as equal?
Excuse me, if you say we need to treat each other fairly, then we need to be equal. You cannot say if people think if you think one person is superior to if you think we're not equal, that means we're not. One person is definitely superior to the other person. And then if one person is superior to the other person, then we can never be treated fairly.
Yes, because that's a contradiction. If you're saying that
we're all human beings.
Equal. Men and women are not the same. They can never be the same. Now, Tasha said that she thinks women are superior because women bring forth life. And you said no, but she didn't do it alone. She did it alone.
No.
She brought the life out. She brought the life out alone.
Yes.
The man and the woman put the conception is different from bringing life. The baby can die inside the woman. The woman can have a miscarriage. But to successfully bring out life, A man
It's all
has
in our power.
no parts
Yes.
in that. Apart from holding your hand and saying, baby,
and
take
that
it
is
easy,
why-
breathe.
So
In
they
and out,
don't
in
hear.
and out.
They don't
That is
hear.
true.
Honestly,
Do you know another
Chill.
thing? Do you know another thing?
Just
Do you know
chill.
what it is for a woman to carry a baby for 9 months? Do you know the
Physical
body changes? Do you know the mental
The mental
changes?
trauma.
I've seen my
First of all,
sister. Hold on. I've seen my sister change. She knows my sister. My sister changed as an individual when she got pregnant. Everybody knows if you know my sister, you know that the minute my sister got pregnant, my sister changed. Because automatically you know that now it is you and another life. It is no longer about you. It is about that's life. You are caring for something else. Anything that you do affects that life. Automatically you change. As an individual, for that to change for you as a person, especially if you're not ready, or especially if you were not planning it, there's different things that surround being a woman and bringing life into this world. That's my thing. I'm not saying that, it makes men any less. I'm not saying that, this, that, and the other. I'm just simply saying that this is why I feel like it is a paramount thing.
I completely understand that and I completely respect that, but I would not say that. I really, really respect that, and that's something I'm actually in awe of. But I would not say that a woman is superior to a man because she brought forth life. That's all I am saying. Because at the end of the day, if the man did not put the sperm in the woman in the first place, there will be no life to bring forth. Let us all just understand that.
For a woman to actually get pregnant, there's so much odds. Medical odds.
As in, that are involved.
Yes, that are involved. Like a woman's body is never supposed to allow your sperm get
Papa, my question.
Listen, that's why they say the safest time is when she's ovulating. Because that's the best time. But that, you see, that's not even why we're here, really and truly. My thing is, why do we suppress our women? That's what I really want to talk about. I don't care.
Let me say something.
Yes,
now,
I don't why are we suppressing women? Why are we suppressing women? That's my own thing.
I was going to say something.
Can you say
Please say.
But I feel like you feel like it's okay to suppress women.
No, I don't feel like it's okay, to be honest, because basically I feel like now, for example, I would want my wife to work. I wouldn't tell her to just stay. Like, I won't tell my wife to cook for me every day. Well, please, Sunday brunch, I would like you to make Sunday brunch.
Okay.
Do you understand? I don't think they are equal, but I don't think it's like a 70-30, it's like a 90-10 thing. Do you understand?
Do you believe men and women should be treated equally?
Let me just get my no. Should be treated equally?
By who?
No, they can't be treated equally, but I don't think that they are equal beings. You understand?
Okay.
Like, by the
Not
society,
equal
they
beings
can be-
shouldn't be
wait, I
treated
can't hear what you're
equally.
saying.
You can't hear me?
I can't hear from here.
Yeah, but why don't
Are you saying
Is society in your you and your wife?
Okay, my own wife, I'll
your
treat her as my
marriage.
wife. Do you understand? She's my wife. I'll treat her well.
Okay.
What?
And is
What
that
about
equal to
that
you?
What is that?
What about other women? Now, let me say something. That thing you just said. Society, every single woman in society, any society in any part of the world, is suppressed and is afraid for herself and her life in any society. When she walks on the street, when she's alone on the road, even in her office, in her home. And every woman demands or wants or is entitled to a listening ear and a respect from another human being. But what society does is respect only the women that are married and condemn the women that are not. And also condemn the woman that want to achieve what men can achieve without a man. That is suppression.
Yes,
and every society has that.
Wrong. I believe
that is wrong. And I also saying that you don't believe men and women should be equal or treated fairly.
Can I give an example?
So you're saying
That's not what I mean. I don't,
Demla, they
what
have to
I'm
ask you a
saying
question.
is
I
I
have
don't
to ask a
believe
question.
men and women are equal. But I think they should be treated fairly. Like,
For
even
example,
in an office, they should be
Fairly,
treated
but not equally.
I don't think they are equal. Like, I don't think.
I'll give an example. There was one episode.
I don't believe they are equal. I don't believe they are equal beings. That's just
Okay, I understand.
Can I give an example?
Okay, but why? Why don't you believe it? Why? You said okay, you don't believe, but why don't you
Before I
believe?
give reason, do you
Why
believe
don't
that?
you believe?
Do you believe that women in the same job, in the exact same whatever job descriptions should be paid the same?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
That's being treated fairly.
But you're not getting me.
That's being treated fairly.
You guys are not really getting me. Maybe
Why not?
Maybe I'm leaning towards the like maybe like the physical attributes, a lot of things that maybe I'm
heavy
getting the topic
lifting and all that.
wrong. You get, but I just think that they are not the same beings.
I think
talking about
that's
different,
when
we're talking
chivalry
about
comes in.
What?
Chivalry comes in. I think people get confused when it comes to being treated equally, being treated fairly, because people always bring up, okay, you want to be treated equally, then why should we open the door? Why should we help you carry heavy things? Blah, 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 blah.
That's different.
But men and women are not
Can I
even
ask
in
about
construction.
3 or 4 years
and
ago on Big Brother Africa, there was a particular episode where I don't know if you guys watched, it was very popular, where they are kind of taking some of them and put them in a different house. And I remember this one very clearly, where they put Waruna and they put somebody else. I can't remember the guy. And they had gotten into like they were kind of like exchanging words, and she kept getting closer, and she was like, you know, what are you going to do? And she's actually like she's a big girl, and she like took her drink and poured it on his face, and then he pushed her back, and then he got evicted for actually, because when he pushed her, she fell. And I don't know if you remember, but it's like social media went crazy because it was like, why if you're going to evict anybody, why not evict both of them?
I think both of them should be
evicted. I get that, but for example, I'm going somewhere with this. Now, I've forgotten where we're talking about it, and then someone was saying that, oh, if a girl slaps a guy and the guy is not supposed to slap back, and I'm like, I get that, but first off, we're always saying we want to be treated equally. You go somewhere, and then you feel like, oh, okay, I'm a woman. Oh, what's wrong with you? And then you slap a guy 3 times, and then if he slaps you back, you're like, oh, I'm a woman.
You slap me, I'm a woman.
Like, what I'm just trying to say here is, wait, but it happens so many times. And my own is just, and I always tell my friends, and I always tell even like my younger sisters and whatnot, I always tell them that, yo, see, if you're going to not even like see, we're all fighting, equality. Do you like? I'm not saying we should be suppressed, but are you really ready to be equal?
Yeah.
Like when it comes to the good and the bad, are you ready to be equal?
Everybody
because you say, oh, I want to be equal when it comes to one thing, but when it comes to another thing, you're like, I'm a woman.
When I'm collecting money,
let's
not do
See, I'm all for equality. Yes, I don't like the fact that women are being suppressed in different countries in different ways in the workplace. But my thing is, everybody is screaming equality. But are we really ready for it? And I think the example I gave was quite fair. For example, now people believe, oh, a man should not hit a woman. But then if a woman hits a man, it's like, oh, a man should walk away. No, if you want to be treated like a man, then maybe you should be ready for everything that it takes to be a man. That's all I'm saying. Get me? And also, I'm not trying to struggle. Like, I know my place as a woman, whether we understand it or not. Women, we have a lot of power. For example, in marriages, a lot of women don't like the fact that you say submit. Yes, you can submit, but you can still be in charge. Like, the head cannot work without the neck. Do you get? If the neck is not functioning, the head is going to be crooked. So it's up to you. But I feel like we just need to understand that we have a lot of power. You don't have to be the loudest person in the room. Like, for me, it's now when it now comes to a situation where women are now taken advantage of because of their gender, and that's different. But if you want to be equal, you have to be ready to embrace all the sides of equality. That's my take on it.
I totally agree with Shaitan on some things she actually said, discussed here. Because to me, I don't feel like we're equal, because I feel like the society that we live in right now, every woman wants to act like a man, and they want the man to act like a man. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I feel like we're two different people, to be honest. Yeah.
Do you believe we should be equal?
Can you define act like a man?
In the sense that I feel like, how do I put it? Like, I want a boss woman. Do you understand? Okay. I don't want my woman to stay in the house.
Okay.
I don't want.
I need him to define acting like a man.
Yeah, I don't want my woman to stay at home and say, oh, take care of the kids and cook and just be at home. Kind of shit, yeah. I didn't grow up like that. My mom and dad, I feel like everything is based on your upbringing. It's not even about religion. Okay. It was already going towards Islam. I'm a Muslim. Mm-hmm. My parents are Muslims. Mm-hmm. It didn't work like that for them. My mom worked till she got retired at 60. Mm-hmm. Okay. The same with my dad. Okay. So my dad didn't say because of Islam you have to be at home. So I think people need to rephrase that and stop attaching religion to equality. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's where I'm coming from. So basically, I feel like that's his upbringing. It's his culture, not religion.
But you said women like to act like men. What do you mean by that? What is acting like
I feel like for every woman, they expect a man to do a man's job.
What's a man's job?
Like in terms of taking care of the family, make the money, blah, 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 blah. But when it comes to a woman doing our own duties that we know while we were growing up.
What are the duties?
I think those are the kind of girls.
In the sense that, in the sense that, like right now, like a lot of people argue about, oh, I can't cook for my man, I'm working, and he's also working, and all that kind of thing. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm a domestic person. I clean my house. I can cook.
I don't understand.
Do you know what I'm saying? But I feel like as a woman, you need to bust your guy's head sometimes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Like
So
that.
you don't expect, but you already know that, he has to bring the money home. He has to pay the school fees. He has to pay the house.
If you go out, who's going to pay?
But when it turns to you to just do the littlest things that a woman should do, then
Why is she a woman?
Hold on. Just now, you just said something. You said, bruh. You just said 3 things.
Yeah, different things. Yeah.
One of them was she needs to bust his head. How is she busting his head?
Like cooking
for
him.
Not every time.
I mean, impress your guy.
Yes.
So
When to impress your guy
to you,
as a woman.
Tucker, what is busting your head? What can a woman do to bust your head?
So let me explain to you.
No,
What
it's
can
a
a woman
question
do to
I
bust
asked
my
you.
head? It's very simple. Act like a woman and do exactly.
What
that. Listen,
What do you mean? Wait, hold on. What do you mean by acting like a woman?
There's so many women.
You also said womanly
there's so
duties.
many women. Yeah, see today, I've heard a lot of women discuss about, who to take care of the house and blah, blah, blah. And everybody says, okay, because they're equal and they go to work, the guy goes to work. So they're not going to go home and actually make food for even their kids. And they feel like the guys should also think of that and come home to make food for the kids.
Yeah, they should.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's wrong for a man to go home and make food. Like I just said to you, I'm a good chef. Okay? I literally make food for my friends, my guy friends. So what's the big deal if I
don't make food for me,
make food for my girls? My
You
guy
still
can't
have
think about
you
that.
still have an answer.
What I'm saying,
Act like a woman. What do you
What is womanly duty? Okay, so basically, you mean cooking,
big domestic. That's what I said. Big domestic, yes.
So to you, what makes a woman a woman?
Is when
She cooks, she cleans, she fucks. That's it.
Yes,
She has to be
it's part of it. It's part of it. It's part of it. Which I think I relationship. Because I've seen so many women not even cook with their guys like 4 months. I'm not even cook at all. I'm only eating outside.
For every man that you know that cannot cook and they always eat outside, there are 50 more guys who are in that same category, and for you it's okay.
Me, I cannot cook,
bro.
And that is
I don't mean it's okay.
That you can say, hey, okay. As long as you know that you should be ashamed of yourself as a man if you don't know how to cook for yourself. If you don't know how to cook for yourself, you should be ashamed. You can't feed yourself. You can't feed yourself. You depend on a woman to feed you.
He just said
no, that's wrong.
You said that why should you be ashamed? But if a woman doesn't know how to cook, she should be ashamed.
She should be ashamed.
Let me know.
You got a lopsided way of thinking of this.
Let me talk now. Okay, attacking me now. Okay, I want to talk.
Ask a question.
Now, okay, me, for example, I know the things I can make. I can't cook. So, do you get it? It's my own bad habit. I know that. Me, I cannot marry someone that cannot cook. Simple. So we can come to a common ground. Okay, I know that I don't want you to be cooking for me every day. You have a job. That's it. I will come. I understand that you have a job. Just make me Sunday brunch. So we'll get a chef. Simple. I know I cannot cook. I'm not expecting you. Nobody cooks for me. I have a chef in my house. Nobody does that for me.
I asked you one question. I asked you one question. I said, if a woman cannot cook, she should be ashamed of herself.
If a woman cannot cook, should be ashamed for herself. Should be ashamed of herself.
No. Wait.
Basically, yeah, for me, food is very important. Even my friends know how much I like food. I'm still quite skinny. I don't know, but I like food so much. So I'm not even looking for my wife to cook for me every day, to be fair. I just want her to at least be able to make Sunday brunch. If my wife cannot cook, she has to be willing to learn, and she has to learn on time. But if she's not now willing to learn, I think it's a deal breaker for me. It can never even work, to be very honest. I can't deal.
For me, why can't you cook? Let me
explain to you why at this point.
If I'm not making money, you should be ashamed of me.
Boyga, now let me tell you something.
What do you mean by that?
Let me tell you something. From the beginning of time, Boyga, maybe you don't know history.
Please, I'm so sorry. I'm so
sorry.
Please.
Marriage cannot work if I'm broke.
Okay. A woman should know how to.
Every human being should know how to cook.
Women now. Women.
Okay.
I'm talking about women now.
I don't think a woman should know how to cook.
Listen, a woman should know how to cook.
How should know how to cook?
A woman should know how to cook. Hold on, a woman should know how to cook. But if she can't cook, there's nothing to be ashamed of. Yeah. Simple. That's what I think.
One thing I want to say now.
I need to say something. something. You attract what you are. You cannot cook. Why?
The babes that come and cook bad.
You are coming not married them
because I'm not ready. It's a mental face. Zero pressure.
Guys, see, listen.
I'm not ready. I need to achieve something for myself.
My own question is, nobody has answered this question.
What's the question?
Why do we suppress our women? Why will you tell a woman that went to school that has a degree?
How is this?
Please take it.
I'm going to take it from there.
I'm going to be talking since now.
I'm going to be talking since.
It has not made any sense.
I've not said anything.
I
think that is because people don't want to share. They want to give people roles and they don't want to share the role. Now let me give you a scenario now. You say you can't cook, you'll get a chef.
Yes.
Now let's say you and your wife, you're both working.
Yeah.
Then you both are gonna have to share the domestic chores. Let's say you cannot afford a chef at the time. People go through things.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's say you can't have a chef. Why can't both of you? If both of you are working, then both of you should have a home roster or rota or a way.
dynamic.
Where you both share it.
Nigerians don't
She
believe
can
that.
teach you how to make things for the kids on days when she maybe feeling tired or she can't be there, and you do it. I feel like it's because he doesn't want her to work because he doesn't want her to have those excuses that I am tired and I can't cook for you. He doesn't want to share.
Now, see, even the
and
people
it could
now
also
want
get
to
you
know why.
both
Even the
into
people that
I know a family where the man was a provider and he had an accident and lost
everything.
Yes, he couldn't even. He was pretty much a vegetable.
Oh.
Do you understand? Now, if this woman wasn't working, she wouldn't have held the family down. Do you understand what I'm saying? If she was a housewife where she was asking for money for toothpaste, money for sanitary pad, then how would she be able to? Or what if he even died? Where would she start from? See, it is two of us. It's both of us in this relationship. It's not just me.
Now, let me say
As a man, we're already facing struggles to even just be a man. So we can't say that I marry somebody because I don't want to share the responsibility and she should just be taking care of today because she's not going to give me an excuse. If she can't cook, I'll go and cook. Find something to eat. She's not my slave.
I'll go out.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Let me just take it from what Papa is saying.
Please take
I don't want to marry. I don't want my wife to be a slave. I've said this over and over and over and over again. Do you understand?
Wait, just
all
tell
I
you want to
need
know that she
is
can
Sunday. See, let me know. I can't just marry someone that
from
cannot
where
cook. Let me finish.
Please.
See, I can't just marry someone that cannot cook. I'm a foodie.
This whole Sunday brunch thing sounds like an upbringing thing. Is it something you guys do?
Yes. If you cannot cook,
you people just keep talking and not even understanding what you guys are saying. It's very simple. I told you already before. I'm going to go off what I said. Papa's own is basic. That guy is not religion. It's based on how we grew up. Everything is about upbringing. When I was growing up, I was having the mentality. Listen. It doesn't mean it's right. Look at other Muslims. Do they actually treat them? Are they like that?
But in Saudi Arabia, women don't do anything.
Wait.
And I think it has to do with that.
I'll go there for you. It's based on the way you interpret your religion. Second is based on how you interpret your religion. When I was growing up, I'm the only boy, obviously. I was supposed to be spoiled. I had the mentality already being, it has to be a girl has to be the one in the kitchen. And my dad changed that mentality for me. And I always I went to market myself. I was always living in the kitchen. So I enjoy cooking. Do you get what I'm saying? So, but I don't want to marry a woman who doesn't know how to cook. If she doesn't know how to cook, I'll take her to a cooking school.
Yes.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not ashamed of it. She shouldn't be ashamed of it. But if she doesn't want to learn, that's where I have the problem is.
Yeah.
So don't get it twisted. There's so many girls that don't want to learn. They don't want to learn. So many guys that I met a girl before. I've met a girl before that said to me, I hate being in the kitchen. That was the last day I actually respected that girl.
Okay, David Daddy has something to say.
Now, the reason why society suppresses women, right from beginning of time, men have always had the privilege of being entitled to whatever it is. We interpreted and wrote the Bible, or the religion. We fought all the wars. We opened all the doors. We have always been entitled, right from our great-grandmothers to our grandmothers to our mothers to our sisters. Our grandmothers were not sent to school because they were taught domestic things, because their families back then did not have enough money to send all the children to school, so they only send the men. Our grandmothers still did not even were allowed to go to school. They said, okay, stay at home and learn to do domestic work. Some of our mothers, some of our grandmothers took care of the sick soldiers and the sick children during the wars. After the wars, our mothers had to pull their weight and work in the society because there were not enough men to even bring the society, the economy back on top. Over years, over time, society has been suppressing women just because men had more privilege. And you're coming to tell me now in 2018 that you still think men and women are not equal when women are fighting. This is the first time in human history that women are coming forward to say, oh, I have been sexually molested. And she can point a finger at a man. The woman can say, oh, I am underpaid, and point finger at a man. But this is the first time women are actually having a voice. And people are still trying to suppress them and saying, oh, women shouldn't do this, women shouldn't do that, women should be ashamed of this, they shouldn't be ashamed of anything. They've been suppressed, they've suffered, women have suffered, women have suffered long before you were born. Your mother suffered, your grandmother suffered, your great-grandmother suffered.
You know, being my brother,
my great-grandmother suffered, my great-grandmother suffered, but they could cook.
What are you talking
Why do you guys have a cooking thing on your head?
Get trash, you're not getting it wrong. I've just told you what
Why do you guys have cooking thing on your head?
Is it my fault?
Sunday brunch.
You want Sunday brunch? You cannot cook. That's not my problem.
At the end of the day, sorry, I just think it's hold on. I just think it's upbringing. I come from a family where my mom, she, was a housewife, like from the moment she started, she married my dad rather. And my dad is, working. He's the breadwinner, make money for the whole family, give you money for business, give you money for sanitary pad. He's that kind of guy. In fact, he even doesn't want his daughters to be working. Yeah. That's as bad as it is in my house. Now, we're raised in such a way that in the house, we have like selected duties. I'm in the kitchen, me and my sister were in the kitchen. The boys, they're the ones sweeping the parlor. Yeah. They're only sweeping and mopping. We have to cook. My brother is cooking. My daddy will come, he'll spark for everybody. Say, why should a man be in the kitchen?
Oh, wow.
Yes, that's how my house is.
Tough.
Why should a man be in the kitchen?
How are you like the way you are?
Let me tell you, because at the end of the day, it's exactly. Like now, as I'm here, I'm in rebellion. Like literally, my house. That's what they know me as, because I'm working. I'm trying to do things for myself. My dad doesn't support anything. Zero. I don't get anything from him. That's how I was raised. But I'm still this person.
My dad isn't watching this.
No, but he already knows how he is, and we already know that's how he is, and that's how he raised my brothers. But at the end of the day, like now my older brother, he cooks. He likes to cook. He likes to eat. He's very fast. He likes to eat. So if you're not cooking for him, carry himself to the kitchen and go and cook. So I just believe that. Like, I'm sorry, I even feel like I'm contradicting myself. It depends on the person. It's not your upbringing. It depends on the person. My daddy will always come back and say religion. Woman's supposed to submit. If we're not teaching you now, how will you learn in the future? Don't call me when they're shouting in your husband's house. So me, I will not come. Call your mother.
Because this person I'm talking about has a brother who's living probably next door and doesn't treat his wife the same way he's treating his woman.
So that's what I'm saying. It depends on the person.
That's the
person. That was individual.
It's the person. Not religion. Religion is what is fueling this person. Okay. Yes, he's expressing it because of his person.
Honestly, I think men and women are equal. Gone are the days where, I don't know, maybe because of society or whatever, we feel like we're superior beings to women. Even in marriage, do you understand? Like, yes, we may have our differences, but I think we're equal and should be treated equally in any aspects of life. A lot of women today are suppressed because of what their mothers have been through, and we can't continue like that. And I don't care whether he's married, I don't care whether he's in the workplace, I don't care, even if it's sports. Do you understand? Like, yes, we have our differences, but we're still very unique in our own ways, and we're equal. Simple.
At the end of the day, I have a twin sister, we're not the same. So I can understand.
Exactly.
So
how do we as a generation, Papa, how do we as a generation, okay, fine, we are now guessing it. But there are people out there that would still never.
It has to start from you.
That's not from you.
It's an individual choice.
I personally don't have a problem with
me and my wife splitting things.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem. It doesn't make me
like that's how it
less a
should
man.
be.
In fact, I will not die quickly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to
I
worry
swear.
about everything. There's no
My
superhero.
nigga.
There's no
Like, sorry, I
for
don't
that
know
man.
that we need to be
There's no
our
award for that man that is
parents. I'm sorry.
going out, that is bringing all the money. Thank you is what they're going to say at the end of the day. Because if he died, they will remarry. Do you understand what I'm saying? We did this together. We brought this kids to the world together. We will do it together. It is us.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not about religion. It's not about society. Trust me, if you allow a woman express her power, even you as a man, you will see back and enjoy. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
It is not weak for us to say, go out and be this.
Yes.
You think I want daughters and
Go forth and conquer
my daughters
us.
will have the option. See, this is what you will be if you don't do this, and this is what you will be if you do this. It is your choice. Because no matter how much you raise your children, it's still the grace of God that the child is going to be what they want to be. But you, what is in your own control? You start. Imagine Josie's parents. They are seeing what their father and mothers are doing. That's what they're going to take out. Whether they like it or not, there's something that they're going to take out that it could affect them in the future.
Yeah.
So charity begins at home. Let's start from now. Women and men, forget what anybody is saying. How do you want to be treated?
Let's change our generation.
I have a twin sister, and I'm telling you to God Almighty, if she was a guy, there are things that she would have been doing differently because she's a woman.
Yeah.
She's going through so much because she's a woman, and it is unfair. It is unfair because of this society that we're in, whether it's religion, whether it's culture, whether it's tradition. There's something that's affecting us. So let's be the voice. Let's change. Shezo can be the first female president. Yeah. Shezo can be whatever she wants to be. Why does it have to be us? Do you understand what I'm saying? Why do I have to earn a bigger salary than her?
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Why? So as this panel, we have to use our voices. You know, when you see those kind of things, don't enable it. Don't say, well, you speak on it. This is what you would think. This is what you should do. Do you understand? Things change.
All right. At the risk of sounding shallow, at the end of the day, it's still a man's world. This is why female footballers do not earn as much as male footballers.
Is it right?
Male footballers are bringing in more money. They have more endorsements, more TV rights. People actually want to watch.
Yeah, because there's
more
no money to give.
There's no money to give.
More male football. The same in entertainment. The way why female actors are not earning the same as male actors because they are bringing in more money. I mean,
really?
The male actors are bringing in more money. Box office, Will Smith, the top guys. Everyone wants. These are the guys people want to see.
My nigga, why are they bringing in more money?
Because
why are they bringing in more money?
I don't want to say because they're guys. I don't want to say, but
it's because the system is fucked up. That's why they're bringing in more money.
Why are you sounding shallow? Keep quiet. Don't sound shallow.
I'm not going to stay and be in denial and say what the things you're saying are not true. I feel like the point of this conversation is these things are happening because this world is fucked up. This e-news anchor, her and this other guy, they resumed on the same day, and she found out recently that the guys get twice the amount.
And then this one I said, guys are bringing in more at the box office. Why are they bringing in more?
They have some privileges. They never want to watch.
All right. Gender equality. First of all, I'm all for gender equality. I'm all for women's rights, women's empowerment, and all of that. But the world we live in, I mean, everyone plays a little part. You play a small part in whatever you do. But the reason why people want to watch male-dominated sports, male footballers earn way more than female footballers. I don't think it's because of their sex. I feel basically they're more entertaining. The same way male actors earn more than female actors. I know there's something going on in Hollywood where everyone wants to not necessarily the same, but I mean, just be on a similar bracket. But I mean, it is what it is, man. Numbers don't lie. Men lie, women lie, but numbers don't lie. And if you're going to project your dealings and your, whatever you're going to do based on your numbers because you want what's best for yourself and your company, I mean, if we're going to be honest, man, men dominate that field. It is what it is.
Say you and Folake get on the same TV show.
Okay.
And they just say that, because Akiola is a man, they decide to give you more money than Folake. With that more money, you can package better than Folake.
Okay.
With that way, you get more viewership than Folake. That way they say, oh, Falafafo is bringing in more money, so let's give him
You can get
more money.
You can get a bigger PR team.
You can get a bigger PR team. It's a long stream that can use with more money than the woman.
And it starts with what like I said. Privilege.
I say so. I'll say this now with my own closing. I'll say this now with my own closing. See, Fafo, I'll say this now with my own closing. Okay. Our grandmother.
Wait. Fafo,
you just said nonsense.
They won't still be bringing that.
If they get the same money from women, she can do more with it. What are you talking about?
Come on, aren't you listening?
Did you hear what Oprah said? Oprah said back in the day, she worked in a company and she went to go and meet the guy that, why is this guy making more than me? The boss said to her, well, he has wife at home. He's paying children.
Wow.
He's paying for his mortgage. Do you?
Wow.
Oprah was like, well, we do the same thing.
What did you? You're saying simple.
But Oprah was like, well, we do the same thing.
Even
because I'm not married.
Even for people
so
that
my
are
point
married.
is, even if she was married, that was just an
If
excuse.
she gets married or have another
Jamie already
experience
gave
now,
you a point. And you see, we can't be doing this. We can't be taking steps forward and steps backward. What do you stand for?
Wait,
Do you feel like, and you're like, this is actually a question I want you to answer.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel women and men should be equal? I know that they are not equal, but should they be treated equally?
I feel they should be.
Okay,
I can
please. But you know that, like I was saying, our great grandmothers, and our mothers suffered in the hands of men. But our great grandmothers had something to do for men because men felt entitled back then because the thought was none of us, and I can say it 10 times over, none of us men in this generation have done nothing to earn the respect of these women. Not one thing. Because we have the same privileges, we go to the same school. I was explaining that my problem with society is that it's a man's world. Whatever a man does, whatever I do as a man, I'm always going to be supported by another man or another 10 men, another 100 men. If I need money for business, men will easily give it to me, no questions asked. But women do not have these privileges. They've never had it, right from the beginning of time. Like I was saying in the show, men fought the wars, men interpreted and wrote the Bible, we wrote the morals, we wrote the religion, we wrote the rules for women. And anytime a woman goes outside of the rules that men wrote, she's seen as a radical or as a slut or as whatever it is. When women act exactly the same way men act, they are condemned. But we praise the men. Chill now, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense with gender equality. That's not equality. Men and women are equal beings, are equal humans, but we are not the same. That is my own point.
Let's ask you a question.
Would
you want, like, they come now and somebody says, okay, fine, you don't say anything wrong with this. Would you want to be treated would you want to be treated like a woman? The way you've seen everything is in the world.
Treat women.
And then
from salaries, or think of everything.
Everything.
Would you want to be treated like a woman? Okay. But you think that it's fair for the woman to be treated like that because she has breast and yash?
I feel like we're not equal, but we should be treated fairly, and that's what I'm going to say. And that's why.
Can you answer our question?
As much as everyone wants to stand for equality, like you guys, this is what it is. But like I just said, I gave you guys facts. Everyone wants to watch male football. No one wants to watch female soccer. Why?
But is that not because of PR?
They are bringing aside from PR. I don't think.
Okay, I need to say something.
To me, what Fafo is saying,
actually understand what Akiola is saying.
It's actually talking based on what's going on in the world.
We're not saying that what he has said is false. We're saying yes, but the reason why it is this way is because our system is fucked up.
Yes, it starts from a long line. But they are all those things. Just let me tell you, a very, very long line. Very ridiculously long line.
Like 5-4 generations.
Yeah, we're talking about decades and decades ago. And this is why
we live on line wide, catered with that line. So the
line is very long. It's a really fucked up line.
Did you ever
when Tiff come knock door, who will come?
Did you ever occur to you that men make more money in football because men actually started playing football first?
Fair enough.
If Nigerian football today, we have no female Nigerian club creation. If they start today, they will not even give them the same budget that they give the men. Exactly. They will not give them because men start everything. Exactly. And that's why we get the privileges.
Guys,
but it should not be so.
Can I tell you something that the guy once told me? Can I just say something that the guy once told me?
Let's go.
Can I say something that the guy once told me? He was like, why would you girls want to get more money than us when we go out? Who's the one that's gonna foot the bill?
It's only
who's the one that's gonna pay for the table at the club? Who's the one that's going to I'm sure you sit down there and you don't bring out your purse, but you want to get more money.
Goodness, please.
Have you brought out your purse before?
Of course I have.
Yes, love. Let me not tell you. Let me not give you a technical
This guy will do it every
Actually, let me tell you something. Not because you want to, that cannot be in this same Lagos, myself, Taja, and 2 of our friends, 4 of us, we say, you know what? We've made money this month. We want to go out and have a nice time. 4 of us, we didn't care about that. You know me. Fucking this one time.
You guys spending money in the club.
You're dealing with dead I got to the gate of SIP. 4 of us, we got there like this. They said that we cannot enter because we're not with a guy.
Is it lie?
Yes, now. But guys see normal level.
No, it happens. No,
That's disgusting behavior.
They feel like it's a
You know what? It was the night that we got on our time. We were like,
You've been running your mouth. Can you block a babe that has more money than you? Your complex, your inferiority will not let you go and meet a babe that has more money than you. So did you go and block her?
Which was very bad. I agree. That's
so why?
Let me tell you why. See, the girl was checking me out. This guy, the girl was checking me out. Why is so bad? I said, okay, why is so bad? Let me finish the story. I see why is so bad. Oh, I can buy that one. I can buy the bag. Oh, shoe, Gucci shoe. I can buy it. When I saw that presidential Rolex, 38K presidential. This guy leaned back. I leaned back because of exactly what Papa said. I can't check her because of what inferiority.
I think I said one thing earlier, when we were shooting. There was a time, like I was out as well at a wedding, and I saw this babe. Okay, the babe was so late to be